So what do you call yourself, MGM or MGM Media? Welcome to the Far North Coast Rugby Union podcast, supplied by Mark Goff Media Sports. I'm Graham Cook. I'm here with Wayne Mullane. How are you, Wayne?
Not too bad for a wet Thursday in Lismore, dodging the puddles.
We had fine days, 3 days this week?
Yeah, it was fine 3 days in Lismore.
Well, it was looking really good. I'm thinking rugby, here we come. We might have a full round of games. Things are looking really good, but then today it wasn't quite so good when I got up.
Yes, not so good, I believe, yes. Everyone's been ringing saying, yes, well, we don't know what's on and what's off. Nothing. Oh, university's grounds closed, even though they weren't playing at university.
Right, so they can't train on the ground.
So they're playing Ballina, but down in Yamba.
Okay.
At this stage, and Yamba come back and said at the moment they're full steam ahead.
Wow. So, okay.
But then Uni said we're struggling for players because half the team's gone off to the Magic round of rugby league or something. So I don't know what's going to happen there because there was 3 games scheduled for Yamba.
Yes, it was a big weekend for Yamba.
Yeah, Yamba playing Ballina in seconds, and then Yamba Colts are playing Lismore Colts under 18. Okay. So was a big weekend down there, so hopefully Uni can scout around and get a few more heads to make up a team to go down to play Ballina down there.
Yeah, that'd be incredibly disappointing, but also not just for Ballina, but also Yamba as well, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Hosting a first-grade game down in Yamba, that'd be a huge occasion for them.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we have a look at last week's result first? There weren't a lot of games played.
There was only a couple. And you went out to lovely Don Gully Oval at Kyogle. And,
yes. Talking about doing first-grade games at venues that haven't had them for a while. Kyogle were very generously able to open their ground so that Southern Cross Uni could play range out at Don Gully Oval in Kyogle. Look, they put on a fantastic day, actually. Everything was set up very well. There's quite a few spectators there. And the rugby was actually a pretty good game of footy.
Yeah, it was only disappointing that Yamba had forfeited the Kyogle on the day. So would have been a good day for Kyogle. Not too many times they've had 2 matches out there in a long time, I would imagine.
Yeah, they were very disappointed in the end that they couldn't play. But all the boys sort of turned up and spouses and friends, and they sat around and watched a good game of footy and had a couple of drinks and something to eat and quite enjoyed themselves from what I could tell from the banter. It was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, no, it was good. And I've seen even the old man Timmy Breen run on there at the end. What did you do?
Mr. Breen put in a cameo performance.
Well done, Timmy.
It got that bad. I actually turned to Alex Gibbons from Rage and asked him to talk up more because I was listening to Tim. It was very good. Range put together some pretty impressive play at times. Apparently University had no backline players turn up at all, so it was a whole team of forwards. Range have got a good pack of forwards, and they've got some backs that can do some damage. So it was put on some good tries.
Yeah.
But University managed to get a try in the second half, their first points of the season, so they were pretty happy with that as well.
Yeah,
45-5, a good game of footy.
Yeah, I came here actually to Mark's place and we watched it live.
Okay, right.
It was good. So.
Yeah, good game. Good, that's good. Now
the field held up.
The field was really good.
Yes.
I mean, it was really good. They had one side, sort of the first 10 or 15 metres on the right-hand side as you looked away from the clubhouse. That was a little bit wet, but the rest of it was fine. It was absolutely great.
I was talking to Mark here and saying, you can't even tell the game's been played.
Yeah,
the field was in great condition. Well done to Kyogle out there. It
was really good, and it actually wasn't that wet either, as in raining-wise, so it was pretty good. And I had 2 ARs as well, with Lachlan and Josh. They ran touch for me as well, which was really good of them.
Yeah, Chris told me he was going to take him out there.
Yeah.
His game was washed out.
Lachlan's first grade debut cancelled yet again. Hopefully he'll get one this week.
Yeah, third time lucky maybe.
The other games were up at Casuarina.
Yes, they went up there. And
Ballina turned it on in first grade.
Yes. Casuarina turned it on in second grade. And Ballina turned it on. I couldn't talk to Matt. I tried to ring him Saturday morning, but I talked to his father, Glenn.
Right.
And I said, what went on up there? He said, it rained virtually the whole game. And he said, Ballina just threw the ball around. Everything sort of stuck for him and whatever. And he said, Casuarina didn't look like they had any answers to him.
Yeah, wow.
So that's coming from Glenn. I wasn't up there, and unfortunately, we were here when Mark had to ring up the cameraman to find out where the hell he was, because he didn't turn up to film it.
Is that what happened? Okay.
Yes, and
right.
Mark was not too happy, I can assure you. I can't repeat it. I can't repeat what he said down here.
The result of that first grade match up at Casuarina was Ballina 51 and Casuarina 5.
Yeah, and they got that try late. It was.
Yep. So very, very impressive performance, Ballina. I think you've put a few clubs on notice that you may be contenders this year.
Excellent.
So very impressive display. Congratulations.
Yeah.
But in reserve grade, it was Casuarina that played some razzle-dazzle footy.
Yeah, that was 57-5 or something like that. So.
Yeah. I mean, Casuarina does have good depth.
Yeah.
They've had that for a few years, and it looks like this year will be exactly the same. And there was one other match up there?
Yeah, the Colts. Wallingbar, Ballina's, it's called Ballina War.
Yep.
Under 18s went up there, and 10-all. 10-0 to Casuarina.
Yep.
And they had their opportunity. They missed a penalty goal, I was told. So if they got they would have got a bonus point for finishing.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's really good of Wallingbar and Ballina clubs getting together and allowing their Colts to have a combined team.
Yeah.
And it looks like that Colts competition is going to be quite good. Wasn't it Casuarina and Lismore the week before had an 8-7 result?
Yes, it was.
And now we've had a 10-0. So they're the sort of results you're looking for. We'll keep everybody interested.
And good on Casuarina. The Ballina Wallingbar team only went up with 10 players. They had 15 registered for the day, but a few were unavailable.
Okay.
And Casuarina had 14, so they gave them 2. Played 12 and 12. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it was a good day and a good gesture by them. But they're supposed to do it, and they did. So it was good.
Great stuff. Now, this weekend, at this stage, we've still got a full round. Yeah, we'll take that as a yes. Okay, so the first grade matches this week are...
Evans head home to Richmond Range and Kyogle in second grade.
Okay, so Evans at home, and at this stage, they're still hoping?
Hoping, otherwise that one could be going to Kyogle as well. They are in consultation, I've been told.
Okay, and the referee of that match in first grade is Peter Campbell?
Yeah, Pup Campbell was down there.
Yep. And do we have an interesting appointment for the second grade match? Congratulations in order. Alex?
Oh, no, he's declined.
Alex Gibbon was going to do his debut in a second grade match, but unfortunately he's unavailable.
He did ask me, how do I do it? I said, mate, you've got to go into the referees where you've been appointed and decline the offer and say why. And he's put in, sorry, coaching the game after, so I'll be warming up our players, but happy to do any other game at any other time.
We will get you, Alex. We will get you on board. Okay, other matches are Wallingbar at home to...
Lennox Head in 3 grades.
Mate, I mean, historically, Wallingbar and Lennox in 2 or 3 grades, 4 grades, is just a fantastic game of footy. Whether it's at Lennox Head or at Wallingbar, those two clubs know how to play some attractive footy. I would think that'll be a really, really, really good game.
And as we speak, Lyle Park's got a lot of water on it, I was told.
Okay, so water polo on Lyle Park?
Yeah, could be water polo there, but I think they're thinking about playing it up on top field.
Okay, so possibility of the new clubhouse top field hosting its first senior match?
Yes.
Well, that would be absolutely fantastic. And if I recall correctly, Wallingbar's also got Ladies' Day.
Yeah, it is Ladies' Day.
Okay, so it'd be very, very hopeful that would go ahead. Ladies' Days at any club tend to be quite entertaining. We got 2 good clubs that play really attractive footy, so it's ideal for that sort of day. Hopefully it will go ahead, and good luck to everybody involved. Fortunately, I'll be out there in first grade doing some coaching, developing in the other grades. Should be a really good day. What else have we got?
Well, you've got Byron Shire Rebels home to Lismore.
Okay, now they're at Bangalow?
Yes.
Okay.
And there is water on that ground.
So another water polo field?
Yes, I think more so than Lyle Park.
Right.
So,
the Rebels v Lismore at Bangalow.
Yes, and I know that the juniors have contacted Wallingbar because Wallingbar were playing 3 junior games up there. They've tried to move them to Wallingbar, but they're saying our ground's no better. So the juniors look in turmoil for this weekend, unfortunately.
Did Bangalow play their juniors last Friday night but then had to cancel the game on the Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, so perhaps they'll be looking to hold off in the juniors this week to allow the seniors to go ahead?
Well, they reckon it's just unplayable at the moment.
Right. Okay, that's really unfortunate.
And Eddie this morning asked me for Emily Cox's phone number to talk to her, so I don't know what the story is.
So the Lismore president?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
wow.
There's issues with both grounds are no good.
It's really unfortunate that players are dying to get some footy, and this wet weather is just absolutely frustrating everybody. And that, of course, is potential first grade debut for young Will Barnes.
Yeah, Will Barnes was doing
So hopefully it will go ahead and he'll be able to debut. It'd be fantastic, and congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And then one more match.
Yeah, Casino.
Right. Two more matches. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 2 matches. Casino v.
Casuarina.
Okay, here we go.
And women's seconds and firsts.
Okay, so 3 grades at Casino.
Yes, very wet out there. I believe Primax is a mud hole.
Oh, wow.
That's
okay.
out there. I've heard reports from that from two lots of people today. I was over at Makiko Engineering dropping something off to get plasma cut, and Bill said they've got to stand out there, and it's just real bog hole.
Wow. Okay, so Casino v Casuarina in 3 grades. Okay, so they've got 2 fields, maybe switch around the grounds or play a bit of both.
What Shane Davey told me earlier today is that they're considering using field 2 for that. Most probably no juniors on Friday. And then they've got the Beef Week matches on the following Thursday.
Yes, of course.
And they'll try and play them on the main field.
Right, okay.
So that's what I've been told. But everyone's saying there's so much water. The second field is better than their main field.
Right,
that's what Shane said. But the council are doing all this road work outside the ground. He said it's really hard to get access, even to get in there. They can't even get a ute in there to take the beer in.
Ooh, now it's getting serious.
Yeah, now it is getting serious, yes.
So, of course, that's a potential 3rd attempt at a first grade debut for
Lockie Dooley.
Okay. So he'll be out there setting up field 2 for them, I'd say.
Yeah. He'll be filling in the holes in the driveway.
Poor guy. Hopefully he'll actually get to do his debut this week out of Casino. So it's 3 grades at Casino. At this stage, going ahead, and gee, I wish them luck. I hope it does. So, sorry, yeah, then the other match
was SCU and Ballina.
SCU and Ballina, yeah, with Evelyn. Yeah.
Down at Evelyn George.
Yeah.
They're all at Yamba. There's 3 grades. Lismore in Colts, as I said, and Ballina in 2nd grade, and Ballina and Yamba in seconds, and then SCU and Ballina. But, SCU are struggling, as I said.
So the 5 first grade competition combined with a shortage of referees are certainly allowing some of our up-and-coming and developed referees to make their first grade debuts with Lachlan Dooley, Evelyn, and Will Barnes this weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully to do it, and presumably would be many more to come as they develop, as we'd expect.
Yep.
But if anybody out there has any interest in refereeing, we are desperately short. We're finding it very hard to cover both senior and junior games every weekend. You'll be able to get a run at whatever level you desire, and then we'll see that we can develop you up to be potential first grade as well. And some of the other referees we have at the moment would desperately love to be stepping out of first grade and doing some of the lower grades and developing our up-and-coming and developing referees. So anybody with any interest in refereeing, please get in contact with the referees, Rugby Union, or here at Mark Off Media, Wayne Malone or myself. We're more than happy to take you on board and skill you up so that you'll be able to enjoy your games.
Yeah, well, just the likes of what we've got away. This Matt Clayton's in Bathurst, I've been told, doing something that work warranted. Will Palmer's in Perth.
Okay.
Also, Mark Whitten. He's had the last 2 rounds in first grade. He's unavailable this week. Penguin, he came back and he did 2nd grade last week up at Casuarina, and he's unavailable. Pup was unavailable last week, but he's back. So it's very
leaving a few opportunities. Let's look at it that way.
There certainly is.
Okay.
So there's quite a few games with no referees appointed this week.
Yeah, okay, so you hear that, folks. We've got lots of games. If everything went ahead, we have lots of games that have got no referee appointed. That's not a situation we want to be in.
There was at least 1 2nd grade game, I think, and the women's game at Casino had no one. But I think Will Campbell's doing 2nd grade, and I've asked them to I asked Al just to put his name down in there to make him get there early, and he can do the women's game as well. But certainly very stretching.
Short.
Yeah, desperate.
Yeah. But on a positive note, we do have one of our former Far North Coast Rugby Union referees doing his Shoot Shield debut down in Sydney this weekend.
Yeah, Ramwick and someone, I can forget who it is.
Young Louis Trisley.
Yeah, and congratulations to him.
Yep.
Well deserved.
Yeah, very much so. He's obviously got talent, but has also worked very hard. Has had some very good development in coaching here on the Far North Coast, and obviously now down in Sydney and elsewhere. Up here, would particularly like to congratulate Steve Miller and Al Thomas for the work they put in with young Louis. Yeah. He certainly appreciated that, and this is all coming to fruition with being able to do his first grade debut down in Sydney, the Shoot Shield debut. So congratulations to him and his family and everybody that's been involved. Hopefully he will be an inspiration for all young up-and-coming referees, particularly those in New South Wales country. It shows that there is a pathway, there is an opportunity. If you have the desire and the skill and are willing to put in the work, there's some great matches ahead for you if you wish to. Just congratulations, Louis. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well, that's two. We've got that do first grade. James Palmer up in Queensland.
Yes, James Palmer in Brisbane is basically a regular first grade referee up there. Very, very well liked up there. Certainly developed. It's fantastic to see. Now, we've got junior round potentially this weekend. Yeah. But we're not real hopeful, unfortunately.
No, I've got Yamba contacted us this morning. Adrian Miller had got the rugby league field down there where we had the country championships last year, Yamba Sporting Complex out at Angourie. And they were going to play a 14s match against Lismore, I think. Yeah, Lismore. And Lennox Head in the 15s. And they were there. But that ground is completely closed to them. It's out of bounds. But their field, Kane Douglas, and their oval that they play seniors on, yes, that's open to their discretion.
Okay.
At this stage, but the other one's shut. So the two field games that were on there, Grafton have agreed to definitely host the 15s at 7:30 on Friday night.
Oh, right. Okay.
So because there's a lot of Grafton boys in the 15s team.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
So they're doing that, and they're trying to ascertain if their ground's going to be up to running the Lismore 14s match prior to that. Mm-hmm. So there could be two games in Grafton. You know, someone will say, it's too far to go. Well, if
you'd like a game of footy, sometimes you've got to put in a bit of commitment.
Look, you've got a Grafton tie on.
Club,
but the Red Men were in one of the foundation clubs and whatever, so...
An enjoyable day down in Grafton.
I remember when my son was playing, and I used to do the draw and make us, if it was a 3 time you played each other, we had to go there twice. Because everyone used to say, you only give, I said, no, I'm not copping that shit. So I drove down with Alex Gibbons' grandfather, with Dave,
some good trips and stories that perhaps we can't share on a podcast with Grafton and some of the things that people got up to. The other matches this weekend that perhaps should be mentioned is some rep trials. North Coast and Far North Coast. I think they're playing.
Coffs Harbour, Snappers. They're playing at Snappers Ground.
Snappers Ground and Coffs Harbour, weather permitting again.
Weather permitting. We've got some referee. I believe you're going down.
Might be going down at this stage. We'll see.
As a referee coach or something?
Yeah, do some development stuff perhaps.
Yeah.
We'll see who's going.
And Lockie Dooley's supposed to be going there as well. So, and there's a couple of others. Tam Downey. Steve Miller was telling me Tam Downey, and there's another one I can't remember who it was. But it's early this morning, so
you're trying to work.
I got a phone call from him, Alan and Stephen, having some sort of coffee and sweets up at Alstonville this morning, and telling me about all this. And I said, "Oh yeah, great, thank you very much."
Good luck to our players and the referees that would be in Coffs Harbour this weekend. What age groups is that covering?
We've got 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s, and 18 boys, and under 16 girls.
Okay.
So there's 6 games on the 2 fields, but that second field might be It's very moist down there, that one.
Yes. Well, okay. Yeah. Congratulations to those, and thank you. The commitment of the parents,
coaching staff,
carers,
parents,
coaching staff, everybody that's involved in allowing that to go ahead. It's of course an opportunity for them to get another match in before they go to their state championships in the long weekend in June.
Yeah, and then they have another one against Nudgee College the following Saturday.
Okay.
In Yamba.
Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday. It's
Whoa.
a Saturday. Big day for
Okay.
big day for Yamba the following week on the 25th. They've got their second grades down there, and they're trying to get Wallingborough down there for first grade.
Okay.
And their second grade might have to buy, and they're trying to get the Ballina and Wallingborough 18s team have got a bye, and so have Yamba. So they play each other the following week. So they're trying to get that happening. That's up to Ballina if they want to give up the home game for the following week.
Yep.
So that's only in there to be confirmed, but it's all worked out, starting at like 10:50 right through to 3:15.
Okay.
So.
Rep Juniors this weekend in Coffs Harbour, and then the following weekend down in Yamba.
There's only 12s, 13s, 14s, and 15 boys down there
at Yamba.
At Yamba.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So nothing else we need to bring up at this stage?
No, not really. Just if anyone so thinks that they should do it, pray to the Lord that the rain
we desperately
stops.
love some dry weather. Get some of these games going.
Yeah.
We've got teams that have only played one game, and we're into round 4, so we're desperately crying out for some footy. But thank you very much for joining us once again. With Wayne Mullane and I certainly enjoy doing these, having a bit of a banter. Appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Cheers.